What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, obviously XRP, the S&P 500, as well as diving more in depth into the altcoins. As you can tell by my shirt, there is some pretty big hype going on around Bitcoin that we really do have to discuss. Bitcoin breaking once again into all-time highs, retesting almost $32,000. It's really hard to fathom the prices that we are at. Obviously, we're going to have to do some technical analysis, kind of figure out where the heck cryptocurrency is going to. The discussions we made on XRP, the discussions we made on Bitcoin may actually be changing to the opposite of what I had predicted yesterday. So I really do want to just dive right in, kind of see if we can pick up on a few things we may have left out yesterday, kind of figure out a better game plan moving forward, because at the moment, I'm just in complete awe as the market is exploding to levels that 2 or 3 years ago, we never thought we could fathom or that we would ever see again in the history of cryptocurrency. But now Bitcoin's retesting $32,000 and it is just insane. It is really just insane. Otherwise, huge shout out for you guys for breaking 24,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. We're on our way to 30K, baby. So let's go. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, so there's definitely a few things we really have to talk about in today's episode. Really, my main focuses are going to be on XRP and Bitcoin. Those are the two main focal points of today's episode. So I'm sorry if we don't really touch upon the other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, Ethereum, or the S&P 500, but I really think these are the main focal point videos, the main cryptocurrencies we have to discuss moving forward, because there's a lot of potential in them. Obviously, we will talk about, some of the other altcoins too, but just for a small glimpse, as they do help and they are supporting factors in the potential movements of these other bigger cryptocurrencies. So I do think it is slightly important to discuss, but the main focus is on Bitcoin and XRP. As you guys can see, Bitcoin retested or is currently trading at $31,000. We'll see where it was before, up 6%, 25% in the past 7 days. Ethereum is at up 22% in the past 7 days, 4% overall. XRP is continuously falling, and that's something we have to discuss. So I don't want to spend any more time. Obviously, huge shout out to the giveaway winner. Much appreciated. They reached out. They're very happy. So we will be doing another giveaway shortly. We just have to kind of figure out, maybe switch things up, offer away some merch or something. We'll see how that is later on. But to dive right into the charts, to really get a general understanding of what is going on. So it's interesting, and it's something that, was slightly overlooked yesterday. We're looking at the XRP to Tether chart on Bityard. We're really focusing in on this. And you guys can see numerous times, we're slightly breaching the 5-day moving average. We just broke above there yesterday. And it seems like we're retesting it as a means of support, but over the past couple of days, we've been using it as a means of resistance, pushing the coin lower and lower and lower, which isn't necessarily a good thing. It was playing quite a bit of resistance. It's been pushing the coin lower and lower and lower. We finally broke through there, and it seems like we're starting to form what could be a reversal back up, something we have to consider. Not only that, switching our focus onto Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin is just pumping. It's really just pumping and pumping and pumping. It's exploding to higher levels. Obviously, everyone has to think of the possible factor that a big reversal could come, as we did see back in 2017. Bitcoin hit 20K, an immediate blast to the downside. We saw the coin fall all the way to 10K and then to 5K, and literally just a month or two later. And it really hurt a lot of people, and feelings were lost and people left cryptocurrency. But the fact that we're back and almost doubled where we were last 3 years ago is absolutely incredible. So you can see by using the Bitcoin chart right here on Bityard on Bityard, Bitcoin to Tether, you can see what's interesting. We're actually using the 5-day moving average as a means of support to head slowly higher up. As you can see, we're currently slightly away from this support level, so I wouldn't be surprised if we can see a small opportunity to short. As you guys can see, based on previous movements within the coin, you can see right here, every time we've pretty much kind of isolated ourselves and moved slightly away from this 5-day moving average, because that's the one that's, the most volatile. We've been, kind of extending our arm farther away from the moving average. We end up consolidating back. It's a small correction. Honestly, there's nothing really to short here, because for the most part, the coin is just trading sideways to meet back up with the moving average. So what I mean by that is we may see the coin literally, as it did, pumped up higher. It may just consolidate sideways and then run up again as it's neck and neck with the moving average, such as this. So it's almost forming some sort of stair-stepper pattern that we've seen before in cryptocurrency. But obviously, with the FOMO and with Bitcoin breaking $30,000 again, I will not be surprised at all in 2021 if we see, and it's hard to realize we're in 2021, we see another retestment, the first retestment of $40,000 Bitcoin. It's going to be absolutely incredible. It's insane in regards to so many people are hearing and knowing about Bitcoin, and there's so many new investors and institutional investors getting involved in Bitcoin specifically, that it is exploding the price of the cryptocurrency, because as we know, that's the number one thing that is involved in cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the number one leader, and it always will be. Obviously, there might be other cryptocurrencies that are slightly better in regards to trading and things like that, but as it falls, Bitcoin is still number one. Now, obviously, if anything opens up for an immediate correction to the upside, a short to the downside, you can obviously take advantage of this by leverage trading cryptocurrency on Bityard. I did link them in the description down below. Now, obviously, it's definitely a risky situation. I never recommend buying into a market that's already exploding, especially since we're so high, but it's always how it is. I mean, people act on emotion. The second they see the prices of Bitcoin shoot up higher, they want to buy back in because it feels good. Everyone's doing so, but you can't act on emotion. The fact is, we might miss out on a run. It could go up to $36,000, it could go up to $40,000. It's just extremely high. Granted, we've been buying in since the coin was back down. Honestly, all the way back down at $3,000, we were buying into this coin. So, at least for me, and maybe for some of you guys, the profit's already made. I'm not too worried about missing out on, a 30 to 40,000 run. It's really not as significant as a $3,000 to $30,000 run. It's really not that significant at all compared to these runs. So it's something you guys have to consider when, evaluating your options. Fear of missing out is a real thing, and it could really set you guys back if you buy into it now and we anticipate a run back to the downside. Now, looking at, previous history, we shot up just as quickly as we did now. It really did. It's the same exact pattern. We can anticipate a very big reversal, and I think it's going to come. FOMO is going to short the market. Somebody is going to get hurt very soon. So you have to be very careful. Obviously, there are opportunities to leverage this all the way up. You can still do so on Bityard. It's very easy to do. Just make sure to set your stop losses so you don't end up literally liquidating out your entire portfolio. You don't want to do that. That's the importance of stop losses. Obviously, you can use Bityard. I did link it in the description down below. But looking at the other cryptocurrencies like XRP and so on and so forth, honestly, like I've said to other people on the channel, this is becoming some of the hardest things to do in regards to technical analysis, but I do believe that the coin, XRP specifically, isn't out of the woodworks yet. I do believe it does have the opportunity and the potential to head lower. I really do. I think there's a very good chance we could easily fall back down to 18 cents on the coin. I really think short term, we're not done yet. And any more media will immediately correct this coin back down lower. Especially these delistings and suspensions on massive exchanges are not helping at all. So I really think short term, the coin XRP will fall lower. But in the long term, in the next couple of months, when this media kind of slows down and the news kind of slows down on the coin, it will rise back up to its moving average. It always will, and I do believe it's going to do so. Whether or not that's going to be at 39 cents or 37 cents is up in the air. As time continues, the moving average will eventually move lower and lower and lower, and then the coin will meet up with that. But I do believe long term, in the next couple of months, we will end up hitting some higher levels, maybe closer to 40 cents for XRP. So if you guys did hodl bags for XRP, I wouldn't necessarily consider selling off, but this is just my opinion on what I would do. Because if I was holding on to XRP and I had, bought in, much lower down and I'm breaking even right now, it really doesn't hurt to, sell it doesn't hurt to hold on a little bit longer. It hurts to sell when you're breaking even. It doesn't make sense. So I do believe we're going to head up a little bit higher within XRP. As for moving on, we do have some other things we have to consider, specifically Bitcoin's charts. I mean, I'm going to be quite honest with you. It is extremely difficult right now for any cryptocurrency analyst to give you guys a fair opinion on Bitcoin. And that just is how it is. There is no more technical analysis back in the past to help us figure out and support what exactly is going on. The only thing we can ever use is previous history to consider where exactly the coin is trading. And that's kind of what I wanted to give my opinion on. Looking at Bitcoin back in 2017, we're looking right now on a monthly chart on Bitcoin, a monthly chart. Bitcoin was overbought, trading at 93 on the relative strength indicator. It was extremely overbought on all the indicators on this chart. The month, the week was extremely oversold. You can see right here, we're trading also at 90 on the relative strength indicators. Now, to compare that to right now, we're in the same exact boat. The weekly chart on Bitcoin shows that we are at 90 on the relative strength indicator, if not higher. This is a huge signal of a potential correction. The same thing goes with the price currently on the monthly chart. Bitcoin back in 2017 was extremely overextended, trading at 90 on the relative strength indicator. Yes, we're slightly lower at 82. Yes, there is a slight potential. We could head up to 40K very quickly, but there is a very big chance we are going to crash right after. And I really don't want to scare anyone at all or spread fear, but things just don't go like this. No cryptocurrency is stable enough to literally just pump straight up in 4 months. It's not going to happen. Honestly, we just started the 4th month 2 days ago. So based off the past 3 months, we shot up an enormous rate, an incredible rate, an insane rate. We shot up 165% in 90 days. That's insane and incredible. So we have to consider that, we may take the elevator up, but we have to take the stairs down. So anticipate a long overdrawn market of just correction to the downside, as it has shown the past 3 or 4 years in Bitcoin specifically. We're just going to keep pumping higher. I have no doubt in Bitcoin that we're going to continue to head up higher and higher and higher. But in regards to right now, things are risky. There's a good chance we're going to head lower soon, but we are going to head up higher at some point or another. It's just proven itself now. If it hasn't already back in 2017, it should have by now in 2021. So I do believe there is a small opportunity for the coin to head a little bit higher, as last time we corrected, we were trading at 90, and currently we're trading at 80. So there is just a little bit more room on the relative strength indicator, but there's a good chance we're going to, topple over very quickly and anticipate a huge short. It really is. It's that simple. I'm anticipating a big short to the downside very soon, and it's something we have to be aware of. Like I said, potential for small movements to the upside, very small reach to 40,000, but then I expect a big dump to the downside. And now if we compare ourselves back to the past, when Bitcoin hit $10,000 and when Bitcoin was at 10,000 and went to 20,000, it doubled. It went double the price. But when Bitcoin goes from 20,000 to 30,000, it's 50%. So there's much more opportunity, and it's slightly easier for Bitcoin to hit that. Now consider that. You have to think about that opportunity and that option. When Bitcoin went from 10,000 to 20,000, it doubled 100%. It was very difficult to do. But when Bitcoin went from 20,000 to 30,000, as we saw, it went up 50%. That's much easier to do. There's less stress. There's less effort. So there is still opportunity. We could still redo what we did last time and pump another 50% and retest 40,000. And I think that might be it for the coin. I think we may hit about 40 to 45,000. That may be the top on this coin. And then we could immediately expect a correction back down. A slow and steady one, but a correction at best. So otherwise, looking at these other cryptocurrencies, I'm also fairly excited to see what happens with Litecoin. I mean, I am really hyper focused on the coin in reference to the fact that it looks like it wants to pull lower. I mean, this is almost textbook. We're, potentially having a bearish cross on the MACD. We're actually retesting the overbought line on the relative strength indicator. And for the past 8 or 9 days, we've literally been trading sideways in between $123 and $130, literally not moving at all. This is going to break. This doesn't happen. Anomalies in cryptocurrency that trade sideways, they don't last long. So I'm anticipating at best a big correction to the downside. Obviously, I'd say about 70-30% we're going to correct lower. There's that 30% we break up higher. It's very possible, but it's as simple as this. If you want to make quick money, quick profit, this is a coin to do so on, I would say. So I'm definitely focused in on, Litecoin. I'm going to use Bityard right here. We have Litecoin pulled up. I'm going to use Bityard to basically gauge where exactly we're going. Obviously, we're trading in between the 5-day and the 10-day moving averages, but Litecoin, it's as simple as if we break above and close a candle above the $130 resistance, we're going bullish. If we close below the $120 support, we're going bearish and potentially correcting fairly low. I'm more on the bearish side than I am on the bullish, so consider that. Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum also looks like it wants to correct lower, but if Bitcoin pumps up again, even higher to 40K, all these cryptocurrencies are going up with it, and then it is just completely FOMO buying in, and then literally it's going to be extremely difficult to trade around with in anticipation that a massive correction is going to come. Otherwise, guys, it's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. The S&P 500 really looks great. I mean, it's not doing too bad. But otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's episode. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.